Greetings, beloveds. This is Caryn Johnson, the Earth Channel. Today I would like to talk to you about chakras. And I'd like to tell you a little story about chakras and my own personal Kundalini awakening. When I was in my early 20s, I had a friend named Dan. This was before I had yet graduated from college. And Dan shared with me both a grounding meditation as well as a bit of his experience with Kundalini, as well as a book about Kundalini. He said that when he had done the grounding meditation, it had activated Kundalini within him, and that I should try it for that reason. So I did, and sure enough, I felt heat basically rising from the base of my spine. However, if you have had a Kundalini awakening of any kind, even a different kind of awakening perhaps, you may understand what I am saying when I say, what next? You know, as it would happen, I found the perfect guru to sort of help tame my ego's interpretation of that Kundalini awakening. For the next several years after that, I would often feel heat as if it was leaking out of the sides of my abdomen, just below my rib cage. And I felt like it was a clearing of some kind, but I had no paradigm in which to understand it. As I understood the chakras, and as they outlined in the book that Dan had shared with me, there were 7 chakras: root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Only decades later did I find out that, at least in human design, there are 9 chakras, or what they call centers, which are essentially the same thing, including one on either side of the body, approximately here if you see a human design chart. One representing the left, more feminine, emotional type of thing, and the other on the right, representing more of the masculine, intuitive side of what I would say is the solar plexus. There's some difference of opinion on how exactly those are connected with the chakras as we more widely know them. But it made sense to me when I finally found out that that is one way of looking at it, as though it was these 2 sides, relative or sort of relevant, related to my solar plexus, however with slightly different expressions being sort of cleared out by that Kundalini energy. And another side that I discovered when I discovered human design was how not only do we have 9 centers, but within those centers we have, in various locations, gates. And the way that they show those and look at those is by tying the gates to the hexagrams of the I Ching, of which there are 64. So altogether there are 64 gates. And I think that this system, this body of work, does a great job, along with, I would say, the Gene Keys, if you're familiar with that, by Richard Rudd, of showing the many different kinds of intelligence that we all have access to. And so that is why I'm so passionate about human design, especially my version of it called Vedic Human Design. So if you'd like to see what your chart looks like, you can go to humandesignamerica.com/chart, or any other free chart creator you may know of. I have no affiliation with that one, but I do like it, and I often send people there. Then I invite you to sign up for my email list, where you will receive the missing chapter about chakras with a little bit of the story I just told you for free. I would say this is the missing chapter from my recently published book, Light Up Your Heart, access infinite possibilities where East meets West and Earth meets Sky in astrology. And as you may guess by the name, Light Up Your Heart, it is about the heart chakra and heart center, especially as we see it in human design. And I admit that when I was writing it, I was writing it for people who already knew a little bit about it, sort of in response to what I'd been hearing about human design, and with what I believed was a beneficial perspective on it. Yet, because of the way I wrote it, I do absolutely believe that you can get a lot out of it, especially the 8 chapters about the 8 gates of the heart center. But you may be a little bit lost as to how this all came about and what the other centers might mean for you. Now, granted, I do intend to write 8 more books, one about each of the rest of the centers, and so you will get that eventually. But this chapter on chakras that I felt was basically missing from that book will help you get a little bit more of an overview if you haven't really heard that much about human design before. And even if you have, you will hopefully a little better understand my perspective and my take on things. So when you sign up for my email list, where you will get this free chapter, it's actually just the first part of it, sort of a section within the chapter. It gives an introduction, and then it also talks about the heart center, which is important for Light Up Your Heart. You can get Light Up Your Heart, that book, at Amazon through my author page, www.amazon.com/author/Amy Caryn Johnson. Caryn is spelled Caryn. And that's also my website, amycarynjohnson.com, Caryn spelled Caryn. If you go to that /reading, and I'll put that link in the description below, you can also get 25% off any of the readings I have there. I have a couple of new ones available now, using the code that you will also get for signing up for my email list. And if you're already signed up by chance, then you will receive it with my weekly email that will be going out probably tonight as I make this video, Sunday night. I think that's all for now, folks. So I do have a new t-shirt available, a slightly adjusted design. I really love this one. I think it's my favorite so far. At my merch site, cosmicgardenastrology.com. And you can order merchandise there. Besides these t-shirts, there are unisex, men's, women's, even a couple of children's mouse pads, mugs, and stickers available there, a puzzle as well. And for the rest of today only, if you're watching this video on July 31st, 2022, you can use the code FIRST20%, first spelled out, FIRST, 20 to 0, the numbers, and percent spelled out, to get 20% off of your first purchase at cosmicgardenastrology.com. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe here on YouTube as well as on my website. However, on YouTube you won't be getting the chapter, so make sure you do the email sign up as well at amycarynjohnson.com. You can sign up at the reading page as well. Namaste, beloveds. Have a great week.